Hi guys, Duke here, and in today's video I am going to quickly review two new movies that I have watched. I know I haven't been uploading lately, and to be fair, I haven't had the energy and I haven't had the imagination to come up with something to do really. But we shall see what happens. If you like my content, please subscribe and like the videos. It means a lot, because for some odd reason I don't know what have happened with my channel or with my profile on YouTube, because for some odd reason when I comment on people's videos, they never respond. It's not like they not see my comments anymore. So, and it's been like channels that usually answers when you comment. So I have no clue what's going on. Anyway, I have seen two new movies and I want to give you a quick review if you should see them or if you should not. Let's start with the least interesting one, I guess you could say, which is Jurassic Park Rebirth. Now, I'm a huge fan of the original Jurassic Park, and I love part 1. I like part 2. Not too fond of part 3. And then we have the Jurassic World series, which I liked the first Jurassic World. It was pretty fun. The second one was, I don't know, kind of like Resident Evil, Dino Crisis, I don't know. And Dominion was, oh my god, it was so bad, it actually, it gave me a bad taste in the mouth. So now we have Jurassic World Rebirth, and to be honest, I think this is my third favorite Jurassic Park movie as of now. I actually hope they just stop doing them, because you've seen it all before. This one was entertaining. It wasn't nearly as stupid as Dominion. And yeah, it has Scarlett Johansson as a mercenary, and you have a family, and they kind of combine forces. They are going to this island where they were experimenting with dinosaurs, making kind of like hybrids for the original Jurassic Park. And you also have a family who get capsized when kind of like a huge dinosaur wrecks their boat. So the mercenaries going to this island has to pick them up, and then they separate, and shenanigans ensue. And well, I liked it. It was decent entertainment, and probably the third best Jurassic Park movie so far, or Jurassic movie I should say. I did miss Alan Grant and Jeff Goldblum. They mentioned Alan once, Sam Neill. But other than that, they kind of pretend that the other Jurassic World movies never existed, more or less. They kind of gave a quick resume in the beginning, saying that, yeah, all the dinosaurs have almost died because they can't survive in the climate except around in the tropical area, blah blah blah, and they're going to this island to extract some blood from species to make a medicine. It's pretty predictable. You almost instantly know who the villain is, and you can from the beginning see, oh, that's fodder, that one's gonna survive. So yeah, it's pretty predictable. But I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's decent entertainment. Now for the second movie. A movie that has been called revolutionary. It's been called The New Hope for Horror, and it's Weapons. Now, I'm pretty jaded when it comes to horror. I've seen a lot of horror movies, more than most people, I think, because I just don't watch the popular ones. I watch old, like Italian cult movies, Spanish movies, even Russian horror movies like V and stuff like that. You know, and I watch movies from the 20s and forward. So I've seen so much. And Weapons has a great premise, I think. It starts with all the kids in class in a school in a kind of small city just disappearing. They just run out, like Naruto run out and disappears. And it's a mystery for like 20-30 minutes what happened. But then they kind of spoil the whole movie by showing the villain and more or less explaining what happened. And before that, it was kind of like a little bit of a mystery, but after that the mystery fell flat. And you like could predict the ending pretty really easy, you know. And the thing is, it wasn't a bad movie. It was pretty funny. It's kind of like a dark comedy. I don't think many people knew that. But it's kind of a dark comedy, and it has some nice actors in it, which I can't for the life of me remember right now. This is pretty improvised, this video. I can't actually remember one. Yeah, Josh Brolin is in it. That's the only one I remember right now, as of like from my and he teams up with this school teacher. I think she's played by the one who plays like Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four. I don't really know. Sorry about that. But you know, they try to solve this mystery. And well, I'm not gonna go into spoilers if you haven't seen it, but it's a pretty stupid reveal. It's not as groundbreaking as people want to have you believe. It's not scary at all. It is fun and has some exciting scenes, I should say, but it's not scary in the least. There's some unsettling scenes, but not much. I think for me personally, the only thing that made me go like, ew, was one of the guys, an Asian teacher. I think he's the headmaster. He goes berserk, and for some odd reasons his eyes look like they are popping out of his head, and I have a thing for eyes. I don't know, people with bulging eyes is creepy. So yeah, he looked kind of creepy, but other than that, nope, it wasn't scary at all. And also the villain looked like I don't know how to do this without spoilers. Okay, spoilers. 1, 2, 3. It's a witch. It's a witch who needs to harness the souls of the kids and people around her because she's dying and she has lived for a long, long time. And yeah, it's a witch. And in the end, a kid uses her magic against her, so all her victims, the kids, kind of rip her to shreds, which was a funny scene when they hunt her and she's like screaming, and yeah. But it's nothing revolutionary, it's not groundbreaking in any way. It's a fun horror movie that I can recommend if you want to see something hilarious. She also... her name is Gladys, by the way, and by now I think I've seen pictures of her everywhere. And in one scene she's like standing in the forest waving, looking like Pennywise. So I have actually seen some videos on YouTube kind of like wanting to connect her to the Stephen King universe, like she's some kind of a relative of it, because she feeds on life force and stuff like that. I don't know. It was a fun movie, also a 3 out of 5, nothing revolutionary. I think you should see both of these movies, but maybe not pay to watch them in a cinema. Watch them at home on streaming, or buy them when they release on like physical media or something. But don't waste your money on going to watch these at the cinema. If you're going to watch one of them in the movies, in the cinema, I think your best bet is Jurassic World Rebirth, because that's kind of like, you know, an effect-heavy movie that probably will look pretty cool on a big screen. But other than that, Weapons you can watch at home. And the director behind it also made the Abysmal Barbarian, but it's nothing like that, because that one was really bad. It had a good premise, but then it just fell into a deep hole which it never really could climb out of. You had this like deformed woman under the house, and oh my god, it was so bad. Not to mention the ending, where kind of like the main character fell from a high building and survived because he fell on another person. It was stupid, it was not scary, it was just a drag. But this is nothing like that, so there's hope for this director, I guess. Anyway, that's 2 movies I watched recently. I'm going to hope and see if I can muster up some imagination to make new movies, videos. I have ideas. I had one idea for a kind of like a vampire video, but more in the vein of folklore, like Revenant kind of thing. And I have some, but it's just the energy isn't really there, you know. To like make makeup and rig up everything, and I hope I get it back, but don't give up on me, because I will probably try and come back. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember, there can't be any light without darkness, and I will see you in the next video.